try to, I can't handle this fucking thing. They try to say I got a big ego and shit. They call me arrogant and shit. Well, tonight I want to explain to y'all just how arrogant I am. Let me explain just how arrogant I am. I'm so arrogant that I actually think that I can outsmart the media. As much as the media tries to throw as many negative comments possible or try to make me look like a lunatic or whatever, I actually think that I'm smart enough to outsmart the media. That's how arrogant I am. Because there's been very few that were able to do it. And I'm gonna start with some of my plans for y'all right now. One of the media's main things that they like you to think is that the reason why I fight so much is just so I can like be doper or some shit. Or like so I can like be cooler or some shit. Or like so I can buy a new car or some shit, I don't know. I don't give a fuck about looking cool. I don't give a fuck about being dope. I was dope since age motherfucking 5. I don't give a fuck. I know where the leather jacket store is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know where to get it. But they try to make it seem like my whole purpose in anything that I do, anything that I say, any interview is about me.
I love you, Kanye!
But where I think I have been outsmarted is, what they don't realize, and what I think you all realize is, everything I do is actually about you. I don't give a fuck about buying a car. I do like houses and shit, but it's not about the concept of me buying this house. And this house being so expensive that if I say the wrong thing, then I lose the sponsorship and I'm not able to keep the house. Therefore, I will never say anything, and I can't even buy my house. You gotta think. The type of shit that I've been talking about in interviews, the shit that I want to do, the shit that I want to create, the majority of people that create like that are in their 50s or in their 60s. I'm only 36 years old. And I wasn't here in this arena yesterday, but I'ma just assume there wasn't no 36-year-old that opened the motherfucking mountain yesterday. I'm just gonna assume it. I'm gonna make that assumption.
I love you, Kanye!
So also when I be talking about like influence, I'm not complaining, I'm explaining. See, people think I'm like on TV complaining. No, I'm explaining. How many people in this audience either bought or wanted a pair of Yeezus at one point or another? So, as we move into holiday season and with Christmas spirit, it's only positive vibes. But let me not complain, but let me explain. Let me explain. I appreciate the opportunity that Nike gave me to be able to create. I appreciate that. But at a certain point, when the world says we want more, and I say I want to make them more, and they say no, you can't make them more. What the fuck would you want to make more for? Don't you have what you need? Isn't that car good enough? I said everybody can't drive this car, but everybody can wear these shoes though. I want to make more. And some people will say, it's people that run agencies that say dumbass shit. Agencies in LA, I'm not even gonna call them out because my boy told me stop calling them out. I ain't gonna call them out. I know y'all want me to. But I'm not gonna call them out. I want them to have a very, very Merry Christmas. And I don't want their kids to think that they are cool and shit because they was dumb as fuck. That run agencies that would say, hey, you know, I saw that Sway interview. You ain't got the answer, Kanye is the most genius musician I've ever, encountered. Creative person. I just wanna ask you, why doesn't he just stick to the music? It's like when you was 3 years old, 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 when you were 3 years old. So my mom, I changed it from when you was 3 years to when you were 3 years. I didn't think it's correct because she was a English teacher. You wake up one morning, you say, I want to ride my bike. Then the next morning you wake up, you say, oh, I want to color. Then the next morning you want to say, oh, I want to be a karate expert. Then the next morning you say, oh, I want to skateboard. Then the next morning you say, oh, I think I'm going to be a soccer star. Then the next morning you say, I want to dance just like Michael Jackson. Then the next morning you say, I want to rap just like Ye. Then the next morning you say, the next morning, and you know what they do to you when you grow up? They take away that next morning. They take away that next morning. They take away that next morning. So that means when you're in high school, when you're in college, they say, okay, what's your profession gonna be? What you gonna major in? You gotta pick that. And when you pick that, be careful what you pick, because just know, as soon as you get really good at that, they'll take away that next moment. So you can't never say, if you get so good at riding a bike, you can't never say that you wanna cover, that you wanna sculpt, that you want to create in any other way. They take away that next morning. And if you stay one color, they'll make you look like a motherfucking monster. They'll make you look like a motherfucking idiot. They'll make you look like a lunatic. They'll make you look like a lunatic. They'll make you look like a lunatic. So let's put this in the headlines. I'm changing my approach. It's all positive energy because what you put in the universe is what you get back. So I'm changing my approach. Let's put that in the headlines. I told you before I started that I was so arrogant that I thought that I would be able to change my own narrative and outsmart the media eventually. Because now that I actually signed my deal with Yeezus, I've got opportunity. And it's not just about me. Because with more opportunity, You can provide more happiness, more jobs, more security. More happiness, more jobs, more security, the more opportunity. You know, I can't wait till the day when I made the whole Yeezy line, I made my apparel line. Tonight, actually, I want to give somebody praise and love that's in the building tonight. One of the few, very, very few people that actually gave me an opportunity to create. One of the people was John from ABC. He gave me an opportunity. One of the people was Mark Parker from Nike. Now, John Wexler and Herman Dillinger from Adidas. But someone that's in the house tonight is his son also. It's Gary Schofield from Pakistan, so please make some noise for him. And I don't know if you know, since we in Anaheim, I definitely got to send a special shout out to Disney World. Or Disneyland, whatever you have to say. And I wanted to say that this thing I just did tonight, which y'all just saw, this is my little demo tape. And when I talk about Steve Jobs, when I talk about Disney, of course I don't want to be the next Steve Jobs or the next Disney. I want to be the first Kanye West. And y'all would be the first you. The first you. But the reason why I mention those names is because when I meet with people currently in power, they don't understand the context and the possibilities of what I can bring to the table. So when I stand there, they're looking at me about like how I can perform for some shit or how I can grab a mic. Or like, maybe you can sing at the end of this. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I like singing, especially with auto-tune. I like singing. It's cool. It's fun. I put on. I put on for my city. I put on. I'll put on, you know. That's what I do. I'm entertaining. That's what I do. But to expand your mind on the possibilities, I have to mention names like Steve Jobs, names like Walt Disney, to express the possibilities for me as a young black boy out of Chicago with a dream. Names like Paris Hughes, names like Michelangelo,
Kim Kardashian.